Two old people on the couch here. I'd like to welcome you and thank you for viewing the video.
Make America great again, from sea to shining sea. It's a land of the free, my friend, the one for you and me. Let's go.
I'm Debbie and this is Mark, and we are two old people on the couch, and we're glad that you're with us this morning. And I'm going to quit saying,
Quit stretching out your words.
Okay,
That's
I'm going to
not
quit saying,
professional.
yeah, I'm not going to.
Okay, but
Okay. What's up?
it's a good morning.
It is a good
And
morning.
Watch us at 2x speed if you're watching the replay for a better experience.
Right.
In fact, if you go watch my solar build
Yes.
that I did, it's our last video on
Yes,
two
go
old
watch
people
it.
on the couch.
Mhm.
Go watch it and watch it at 2x speed also. Everything
Absolutely.
I do,
Is better at 2 times speed because
do
we
it
talk too slow.
yeah, I talk too slow.
We talk too slow.
Or you talk, hello,
Yeah, I know.
how
I know.
are you?
Well,
You don't
I
do
was
that in the
a preschool-
broadcast.
I was a preschool teacher, so
All right, you're not
Yeah.
a broadcast.
no, I'm not a
professional.
broadcast professional.
Well, you've been
so,
doing it for 4 years now.
Oh, my heavens. It is a chilly morning this morning.
Yeah.
The weather finally changed. So in Oklahoma, it goes from hot and you need air conditioner to cold and you need to turn on your heat in one day.
I like it because I can wear my long sleeve pocket t-shirts.
Yeah, well, I'm still hot.
Gotta have a
I'm hot.
pocket.
I have my sweater on, but it's... And it
She's
says
gotta have Gilmore. I have to
it's
have a pocket.
a Gilmore thing. You wouldn't understand.
Okay.
Mhm.
Let's
So,
get
let's
back
get
on track. Hold on.
Yes, we got lots
Remember
of news
how I
coming up.
said nothing's gonna, leading
Nothing-
up to the election.
Yeah.
It's gonna be crazy. You're gonna see
Yes.
things you've
never
never
seen in
seen
your life.
before,
Mhm.
ever before.
Right.
Nothing
What did we-
happened.
what did
Nothing
we see
happened
this
this week.
week?
Nothing happened.
Nothing
this
happened
week.
this week?
Oh wait.
Nothing historic happened this week?
Yeah, nothing
that had never
historic.
happened before in Congress? Or
Let's talk
Senate?
about it. That's the big news.
Yeah.
Is they voted out Senator McCarthy as
Right.
Speaker
Of
of
the House.
House.
Mhm.
Never been done before.
Right.
And there was another guy that did get voted out. I think he took himself out or something. He was like, I don't know. It's the shortest Speaker of the House since, say, 1800 something.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
And the first one that's been voted out.
the first one that ever has been voted out. Now you got to say to yourself, who
Who are they going to
and-
put in? And
and who-
apparently,
why though? Who did it? Like, what kind of bold move was this? Was it the black hats
or the
or
White
the
Hat.
white hats?
Yeah.
Well, I've been listening to a lot. Again, we don't know what's going on. We don't have intel on either side. I'm not allowed to go to the, Bilderberg meetings or Davos.
No.
I'm not allowed to go there.
They don't invite you?
They don't invite me.
Oh, my.
I don't know what's going on over there.
Yeah.
And I'm not invited to Mar-a-Lago.
No.
And
for the secret nuclear codes that Trump has given out or
Yeah,
whatever
yeah, I
they
don't
say
know. I
he's
don't-
been doing.
I don't
He's
get that
giving out
information.
secrets. Uh-huh.
But I listen to a whole slew of things, and I try to come up to I'm leaning white hat.
Uh-huh.
I think it's a white hat move, but you never know.
Yeah.
They made a move. Now things are kind of quiet, waiting on the black hat move.
Mm-hmm.
Then the black hat move will happen, and then they'll
Yeah.
see it's
Back and forth, back and forth.
It's-
Yes. It's a chess match.
it's a
Chess match.
it's a war. Of,
Yeah.
ooh,
Information.
WAR.
Yeah.
It's a WARC. I blew it
Yeah,
already.
you blew it already.
But listen.
that's okay.
They're fighting back and forth,
Mhm.
right? And it's,
Yeah.
I believe, to a lot of spiritual war.
It
If
is
you
a
read
spiritual
the
war.
Bible
Mhm.
and everything.
It is a spiritual
There's
war.
good against evil. It's playing out right
Yeah,
in front of
right,
us.
Right in front of our eyes. Yes, zombie McCarthy was not. He was deep
Oh,
state for
yeah.
definitely.
Listen,
The fact that the Democrats voted him out puzzles me
Well,
immensely.
it might be part of the old switcheroo.
Yeah,
coming
it
up
is part of the
for either
old
the
switcheroo,
good
but-
guys or the bad guys.
Yeah, who
I don't know.
knows?
But-
Yeah,
Yeah, Senator I was not happy he got in.
Right.
Right.
And
And I'm ecstatic that he's out because it doesn't hurt
Apparently-
at all.
the Speaker of the House doesn't have to be in the House.
Yeah. There's a
Right?
lot going on about that. Who's
Yes.
going to be in there? A lot about Trump maybe
Right.
getting in there.
Mhm.
But what I'm trying to get at,
Maybe
that
it will be Taylor Swift.
could be Taylor Swift.
It might
Because
be
she
Taylor
might-
Swift.
She might be president in 2020.
She might be president. In
Well, you'll have some
2024.
slides coming
Yes,
up on
I
that.
do.
But what I'm trying to say is we don't know kind of what's going on. But I
Hey,
do
Lila.
agree. I do
Sorry, I have
agree.
to say hi to Lila. She's holding
McCarthy,
up her hand.
because I've got a lot of liberal friends, right? And they're like, good riddance, McCarthy, and I'm with them. I'm like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They were upset, and they were like, he shouldn't be the Speaker of the House, and I was like, no, he shouldn't.
He shouldn't
And
be.
now they're like, they're ecstatic he's out,
Yeah,
and I'm
right.
ecstatic. I'm like, guys, you just voted out your guy.
Right. I don't understand why they voted out their
You've
guy.
got your deep state crony that's been in there, like McCain,
forever.
Feinstein,
Mm-hmm.
all these, on both sides, McCarthy.
Mm-hmm.
No, not that is Senator, not McCarthy, Mitchell. All these guys are all deep state. Okay,
So,
what do you want to talk about?
I didn't hear anything about the lady that died, Feinstein. I didn't hear
Well, it's
any
not too much like who's replaced.
Well, no, not who's replacing her?
Well, I'm sure they.
Well, there was
already.
a
Is it
person.
official?
I don't know, but I did see a person that was going to take her place, that they said. But don't people of that stature get laid in the house lobby or something, and everybody comes and sees them, and they have a big funeral and all that kind of stuff? I just haven't seen any of that stuff this week.
And I do know that Pelosi's not. She liked her power, right?
She did.
She was. It's scary whenever you work for the dark side, right? And then all of a sudden you're bumped down from your role as big role.
Yeah.
Which she is. She's no longer speaker. Now all of a sudden they're kicking her out of her special office. I think they made a deal when they voted for McCarthy that she could keep this
special office,
and they booted her out of there. They changed the lock on her, and see, that's why whenever you work for the dark side,
yes,
once they're done with you, man, you could end up in a plane crash. You could end up being, they don't need you anymore. That's scary. That's why they try to hold on to their power too.
Yeah.
A long time. But once you're irrelevant, you might be a pawn in the scheme of things, and they'll spit you out as fast as they'll spit me and you out.
Yeah. Linda Peterson heard about her funeral. So probably on
we don't watch. It probably was all
CNN
over
and MSNBC,
we don't watch any
Fox,
of that.
we don't watch any of that. So I'm sure it was out there.
But
we just don't.
I don't know if they made such a big deal of it.
I don't know. We thought they would, but it's just
again, we
Trump,
don't watch
Trump,
it.
Trump.
Yeah,
Trump did this. Trump did that. Trump
Oh,
did that. They're scared of Trump right now. They're just very scared of Trump.
That's getting really fishy because
it's one thing I don't
the lady
even know.
Came out and said she was gunning for him to take him down no matter what, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now, she is trying to take him down, and it's all about the appraisal of his land at only $18 million. So he could get a loan or something, but he said it was worth $700 million, let's say. I don't know. 300, $700 million. And they said it's only worth 18. But the banks, they would do their own research and say, well, he says it's worth let's say $500 million. It's worth $500 million. So the banks would go out and go, not only how much is the property worth, but how much income is it going to, making or going to make, from people visiting it and staying there. So it's not just worth what the property value is. It's worth how much, if you get $100 million a year in business, what do you?
I'm not listening to you, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Trump is the big news this week is he's being, arraigned or whatever.
Yeah.
Indicted.
Yes.
For undervaluing his property.
Oh, okay. But
it's worth a lot more.
Right.
Okay. And it's already proven. Everybody says this is ludicrous that it's $18. Do your own research, people. Debbie, obviously, if I'm boring my wife, I can just imagine what I'm doing to the people out there.
I'm
That's
just
in
reading the
news.
chat and everything else. So
we're just giving the people
things
things that are going on. Most of our audience already knows all this, but they like to hear us banter about it, Debbie. So they come in each. All right.
Hey, Teresa.
Maybe they
Glad
come
you're
in here to see how completely ignorant
and ridiculous we are.
Yes, that could be too. You want to get out the slides now?
Yeah, let's get out to slides.
Are we done? talking to each other without listening.
Without
to you.
listening, yeah, I'm like reading the chat and looking at people in the chat,
know.
and
Well,
yeah.
that's the thing too. Debbie's the nice person that says hi to everybody.
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
yeah.
I'm trying to
You're
drive
wrong.
home.
You're so wrong. I was like, why would you undervalue your property? He's in trouble for overvaluing his property, Mark.
That's what I said.
You said undervaluing.
He said it was worth $500 million. They're telling people it's only worth $18 million. But the bank's not going to give a loan without doing their own due diligence and making sure it's worth $500 million. This ain't about taxes. This is about getting a loan off of his property. He used his property for a loan.
Collateral.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
All right. Which doesn't make the bank this shouldn't even be anything because the bank is the one taking the risk.
Right.
Nobody else. If you say it's worth
If they give you a loan, they
$500
give
million,
you a
they're
loan.
like, yeah, here, take $500 million. And it's a shack. Well, the bank's at fault,
Right.
not Trump.
Right.
Man, you're always
If they
going to.
fall for it.
Yeah. I'm going to sell a car. I'm going to try to sell it at top value first.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Then work my way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, whatever. Okay, let's go on.
All right.
Slides.
Slides.
All right.
Sure. One. Okay. So the big test happened this week. That's the only reason why that's there. I just thought it was cute, and I posted it. Now, I don't think I did post it, but I saw it posted on Facebook. So they did have the National Alert System test. So
2 minutes early.
2 minutes early, and apparently, that, and you guys can tell me in the chat, did your phone say it was a national alert or a presidential alert? Because apparently there was some conflict with some devices
don't
still
know.
calling it a presidential alert, and they were very clear that it was not the same. So, kind of fishy. That
Yeah,
came
it's-
from our Google.
Well,
Our
that
Google
comes from
News came
some of
to-
my
Mm-hmm.
down people. That they put the other one out and
In its place.
yeah, I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know what's going on, but it
Yeah.
came out. How can you screw up 2 minutes early? Like you tell the whole nation going to come out at 2:20
And it comes out 2
or
minutes early.
2:22 even.
Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever. It was Essential time. 3:20, 23. Do your
Yeah.
research.
Mhm.
Weird numbers, whatever. And somebody goes, bam. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I hit it. I hit
did
it
it 2 minutes early.
because I was like, oh, it's going off. And I looked at the time. I'm like, wait a second. This is 2 minutes early.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's weird.
That's weird.
I don't know if it's anything. Maybe
Yeah.
we got to get up to that news I have up on the computer first.
Yeah, why
too.
don't we
All right.
get up there?
All right.
See if we can do this.
I forgot about this news.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So, poor people in Florida. If you have really, really, really nice property, you get hurricanes too, right? But something happened in Hawaii, right? Well, I guess Florida's as dry as a bone right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're scared. They got the warnings out,
Mhm.
So, and
red-
it's
The fire.
Panama City. Have you ever been to Panama City? Pensacola? Oh my
Mhm.
gosh, Pensacola is beautiful.
Yeah.
Panama City,
Mhm.
beautiful. All that along there is beautiful. Like I was in Biloxi, Mississippi in the Air Force. It's a crap hole. Like
Mhm.
it's all casinos now. But the water was dirty. It was muddy.
Mhm.
It was all coming from the Mississippi. It's crappy. But you get over here to Pensacola,
Mm-hmm.
to Panama City, beautiful beaches.
Yeah.
Beautiful,
Beautiful.
nice real estate. Boy, it would be a shame if something weird happened like what happened over in Hawaii.
Right.
Maui. I'm just saying, heads up, everybody.
Yeah.
You might want to paint your roofs blue. I don't know about that. That's all conspiratorial stuff right there.
What happened?
The blue is supposed to protect you from the rays coming
Oh.
from space.
Oh, okay.
Like
All
things
right,
things
yeah.
that were blue in Maui
Didn't-
survived.
Oh my
And
goodness.
things that were,
Dude,
that
that's a rabbit hole.
yeah, like blue cars didn't burn, blue houses
Oh,
didn't burn.
wow.
I don't know.
Mhm.
I'm not buying that. I
Yeah,
just think
yeah,
it
yeah,
was
yeah.
the winds
It was the
and the
winds.
fires.
It was the winds, but I'm into the that they're manipulating the weather, and they want to manipulate the
Yes,
weather so
yeah.
that they can push the global warming, so
Right.
that then they can
And
come out
push
with
the
a global
15-minute
warming,
Rebuild the 15-minute cities.
so that they can.
You'll have like a Walmart and your police state. All this stuff will be,
Within
Right.
walking.
and they want your cars gone by 2030. With the plan.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They want all personal cars
Mm-hmm.
off the planet. Well, rich people have their cars.
Yeah. Absolutely.
They'll get their
Mhm.
jets, but we
Yeah.
won't even. Forget about even battery cars. That would only go so far.
Right.
They don't. You heard it here. So whenever they do it, don't be surprised when, around 2030, they're like, "Yep, no, got to get rid of your car."
Yeah.
Well, we won't even be able to afford anything at that point.
Yeah, we won't be able to afford anything at that
All right.
at that time. But I'm just saying that they're manipulating the weather
Yeah.
so that they can say it's global warming, so
Yeah.
that then they can do a global emergency about global warming and lock us in our house without even having to have a pandemic.
You live in prime beachfront property somewhere, you might start thinking about
Yeah.
maybe it's time to sell now.
Yeah. Mhm.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I might be, over evaluating the
There's
situation.
also some
It's
stuff
freaky
going
stuff.
down about insurance companies like closing down or canceling people's accounts and all that kind of stuff. Like they're not covering people for their insurance anymore,
Yeah,
which is going to be bad because
well-
you were always protected against this stuff in the past.
Half our people over here. Thank God I haven't had to deal with insurance about anything. But you ask some of the people over there, medical, car, or any house, they got a loophole to not pay you.
Oh, well, Crystal
about
Hurst says
anything.
there's a lot of rain going on in Florida. Remember, she's in Florida. She had the
Well, which-
insurance issue.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah,
But
and yeah.
she's probably. Are you in
And-
the?
Well, I was just getting to that, Deb. I was
Okay.
saying that these people don't get paid. There's loopholes. You
Yeah.
buy the insurance, it's worthless anyways.
Yeah, they get out of it.
All right. But yeah, I don't know what part of Florida. I don't know if it's this is up in the Panhandle, heading up into like Georgia, South Carolina
Yeah.
area. It's and back towards Louisiana, kind of that area
Hmm.
is what's dry right now. So
Yeah.
maybe down south.
Is not, or
I don't know. I
yeah.
didn't. All I know is I see weather, red alert warnings in
Right.
parts of just the tip of Florida, the Panhandle where all the nice stuff is up that way.
Yes.
Okay,
So let's go.
It's probably not.
It's probably nothing. So anyway, so there's that, and then this is the bond yields this week, and this is after it got better. So,
Yeah.
but the 10-year yield is at 4.795, and the 2-year is better than it was. It's at 5.088. So, but you see all the green. That means a lot of selling of bonds is going on right now.
Yeah.
Because it's basically
And
backwards.
who's buying? Who's
Nobody's buying. But whenever it gets
Yeah, no.
better and they do buy, it's the Fed
Let-
buying the bonds.
That's what I was
There's
trying to.
nobody
I was setting
else.
you up.
There's nobody else buying the bonds.
I was setting you up.
Yes,
To, I said, "Who's buying the bonds, Debbie?"
Yes.
And you're supposed to come back. The Fed.
Yeah. Well, right now, somebody's selling a lot of bonds because they can barely keep up
You're
with
not
it.
supposed to say nobody's buying the bonds.
Well, no, but listen. Right now, they can't even keep it. They can't keep up with it. They can't buy enough to offset who's selling.
But remember whenever you said, "Boy, if it goes over 4 for the 10-year, it's bad. It's horrid.
Mm-hmm.
The whole system should almost shut down, right?"
Right.
Well, it's coming up on 5 now.
And
5.
yesterday was a bizarre day on the stock market.
There's no
Who
good news.
even knows what happened on the stock market yesterday? It was, this is happening in the bond rate with the bond rates, and the stock market's going down, which it should, because
And then all of a
it
sudden,
should signal a problem, right?
Right.
And then all of a sudden, it just starts racing up,
'Cause-
and that's got to be the Fed buying the
it's
stock
the
market.
biggest Ponzi scheme on the planet.
It is.
The stock market.
It is.
And one day, it's
The higher
the
these
Ponzi
go,
scheme is gonna, if
it's
you-
about to burst.
If you keep just printing money to buy the bonds,
Right.
inflation is going to go through. It
The
already
roof.
has gone up a lot.
Yes.
I was watching my guy, right?
Yeah.
Trap lines and
inline.
inlines. Greatest
Yeah,
young
little kid.
man.
Uh-huh.
No, he's not a
Young
kid. No,
man.
he's a man
young
now.
man now.
He was a kid building his own cabin up in the
Yeah,
woods,
mhm.
off grid, everything. The kid's a super genius, can do anything, right?
Right.
But so trap lines and inlines. I'm watching him, and my new truck I bought, old new truck I bought, needs a new muffler. It's like, well, that was $400 last time. So he says, I'll just go down there and get a new muffler put on here. Let them do it. Well, it's $900 now.
Mm-hmm.
That
So it's
400
more than double.
to 900.
Yeah.
And he's like, "What the heck? What
What
happened?
happened?
You know?"
What happened?
And they're like, "Yeah, sorry, kid. You know,
Mhm.
that's what it's going to cost you. You know, it's like everything has gone way up, way
Right.
more than 8%.
Mhm.
Okay, that's all I'm saying about that.
And the Fed's raising rates, which is causing trouble with the banking system. And then Janet Yellen is spending money like crazy with the Treasury. So that's causing inflation because then they're just printing money, and it's just bad. It's bad.
Move on.
Let's move
That's
on.
Debbie's financial
Yes.
segment of the
Mhm.
day.
Of the day. Yeah, I love my
It's
financial
important.
stuff. It
It's
is important
It's
because
important.
that's what's going to that's what I think. That's what I see coming is that one day you'll go into the store and you'll try to use your credit card and there won't be any more liquidity in the system to create debt and everything will stop. Everything will stop.
Everybody is,
Banking will stop. They don't have money. They don't have your money in the bank.
things are going so great.
Mhm.
Like Biden says, why is everybody living paycheck to paycheck more than ever before?
Yes.
And
Yes.
going in debt.
Right.
More than ever before. Okay,
Yeah.
that's all.
Well, anyway, so I see the whole system seizing up, and then that might be a reason to lock us down because once you go to the bank and try to get some money out and there's no money there,
Yeah.
people are going to start rioting
Okay.
majorly. All right.
Move on. We already talked about this. You want to talk about it again?
No, just Kevin McCarthy. He was outed as speaker.
Never happened
yeah.
before.
Yeah. What happens now? They put in
Mark-
a new speaker.
People told me, Mark,
Yes.
you are crazy. It's just another average year. You're insane. You're
Yes.
crazy.
Mhm.
Whenever you say things that never happened
Mhm.
before, wildest, craziest things are going to happen leading up to the next election.
Yeah.
Okay, talk to me now. No, I'm
Okay.
just kidding. All right.
All right.
I'm a little bit vindicated on that one.
Yes. 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 So this is you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They say
Right. See, I'm right with him, Nanya. I'm right with you.
that was like
Israel,
perfect.
that was perfect timing, Nanya. Jake, that was perfect
They
timing.
know it.
Yes.
Did you give them an
again,
inside scoop on what's going on?
I'm like, that
Right.
was really perfect. But yes.
That's huge news.
Yes.
Because
Mhm.
it's getting a
They
little
are
bit.
back at WAR.
Yeah, you can't just be
and
lobbing.
They are lobbing missiles
Yeah,
and
you
all
can't
that
do
kind of
that.
stuff and
You can't-
attacking. So, just more unstable
Stable.
stuff going on. And you were talking about North Korea and somebody else took their nuclear
See,
stuff.
also, let me talk a little bit about this real quick.
Okay, talk about this.
Israel has been kind of buddying up with Saudi Arabia.
Oh.
And the Palestinians are more aligned with the Iranians, right?
Mm.
So, man,
Oh my.
it's not. You're gonna get a little bit of friction going on, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's gonna start getting real in that biblical spot where they say things
Yes.
are gonna get real, you know.
Right. Mhm.
But around the world, it's gonna get crazy.
It's gonna get
but
crazy.
it's also happening,
Mhm.
escalating here. Let's.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Not that it's
yes.
escalated before in
Yeah,
the past.
they are fighting all the time.
yeah, we'll
it
see what
seems.
happens,
But yes, I did wake up this morning and see that they were.
You have the rumors of wars and that thing
wars,
going on,
yeah.
and then you
Mhm.
also have peace that you've never thought could be imaginable
Mhm.
going on too at the exact same time.
Yes.
Okay.
So, as winter looms, Venezuelan immigrants are surging and overwhelming Chicago. So they're coming in by the busloads day and night into Chicago.
Well, they're gonna
Yeah.
wait till that
Mhm.
bitter, cold.
They're not going to
wind.
like it there.
Good God, the wind and the cold together combined, boy.
Yeah, because I always find it funny when I was in daycare and then we had a couple of little, I had a little Mexican boy, right? And it would be warm outside. It would still be in
And
the
in a parka.
80s.
He'd
And
be wearing
he's
a
all
parka. Yeah,
bundled
yeah.
up with 3 coats on
Yeah.
coming to daycare already.
That's how it was over in Saudi during the wintertime.
Yeah.
It would be 68 degrees over there. I have a T-shirt on. And those guys have toques, you know. They're bundled up And I'm walking around. It's just what you're used to,
Right.
adapted to,
Mhm.
and that's just funny because I'm like, it's 68 degrees, guys. Pull it together,
Mhm.
But yeah, that's just the way it is. But
That's
that's probably why they're building the wall
Right.
again,
Mhm.
is to keep them in. Now, maybe
Right.
they
Mhm.
made their quota
Right.
is
Oh, I
how many
didn't have that
people
slide
that they
either.
brought in,
That was
right?
something else.
And so now they're going to be like,
Mhm.
America sucks. You can't afford nothing up here. It's just as bad as where we just came from. And the weather was like tropical down. We had it nice down there.
Mhm.
When we moved here, what
Yeah, I know.
crime's off the hook
I
in
know.
this town? Let's go back. And they're like, Psh, build the wall again.
Mhm.
Maybe, allegedly. I don't know.
Okay. So, okay, and then this is there's just like every other article is about Trump and his lawsuits that
Oh my
are
goodness.
everywhere and all this stuff that's going on and blah blah blah. And so this one says that they halt breaking up his businesses, but they won't stop the trial. So, but it's like every other article. They're just pounding him, pounding him, pounding him. And I didn't think you could investigate a person running for the
Well,
president
that's
of
back
the United
whenever
States.
it was Biden.
I know. They
They're
say
like-
you can't do that.
If President Trump
Yeah.
opens up anything against his opponent, it would be the worst thing that ever
Mhm.
happened to America. Okay,
Yeah.
now silence.
Yeah,
It's
silence.
okay. I'm so used to it now. I don't even get mad anymore.
I know.
Just sit
Well,
back.
it's just like
and-
everything.
I don't even get mad. It's just we know the mob. The mob is running our country.
It is.
Just get used to
I know.
nothing being fair or making sense.
It's
And
just
you-
crazy. It's
If
nuts
you
about
listen to the Attorney General,
it. Mhm.
whenever she was running for mayor or governor in New York and spewing out what she was going to do to Trump.
Mhm.
She was trying to use that tactic to get elected.
Right.
And then she's the attorney general,
Mhm.
and we know that she was going to just do anything she could. She sounds like a complete idiot to me. Maybe to a liberal, she's like,
Mhm.
oh, and now I don't know. It's going to be hard for them to sell that one off to the American people as not being totally unfair. But that's my. All right. Did I make any sense there? What I'm saying is, I think the majority of the American people, even if you hate Trump, think, yeah, she's just trying to get him. And
Yes.
boy, would they be happy if she was lucky enough to pull that off. But they
Right.
know deep down, they're like, yeah, that's weak.
That's
Go ahead.
weak. Okay.
Amazon launches first.
You wouldn't understand a Gilmore Girl thing.
Okay.
Mhm.
It's my wife.
Yeah. Obsessed with the
Oh my
show,
God.
The Gilmore Girls.
If I'm wondering what she's going to do this weekend, she's going to sleep. And she's going to get up, do the show. And then she's going to plop on the couch. Well, we got football
We got
today.
football today.
She's-
We're gonna watch.
She
football.
acts like she likes football for a
I
little while.
do like
Just for
football.
until you get bored. And then you switch over to Gilmore Girls.
No, I
Okay.
like to
We're
watch
getting off
football.
the news
Listen,
here.
I like to watch football and then clean during the commercials.
Okay.
And tidy up during the commercials. That's what I like to do on a Saturday.
You do clean up. I get it. You do a lot.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Let's get
so,
back to it.
Amazon launches their this project satellites with the thing of making a mega
Constellation. Yeah.
Mega
What-
constellation.
Well, what is their constellation going to do?
Well,
Debbie?
it's an internet service. It's going to
It's gonna
compete.
against
Elon Musk.
it's
I can't speak.
yeah, I don't know.
Anymore.
Maybe Elon's not being upfront with I don't trust that guy either. But
Yes.
his rocket, because Amazon was trying to do their own rockets but failed miserably. So
Whose rocket is it?
I
don't know.
it's probably one of Elon.
Right.
I don't know. Or NASA, cuz boy, they're behind,
Yeah.
Let's say if Elon is a good guy, which I think he's just playing a good guy.
He's just playing a good guy.
If he's a good guy,
Mhm.
they're way behind him on this technology. It was supposed to go better for Amazon, but they've been failing. So I don't know. I don't trust Elon.
I agree 100%, TJ. Yes, America is just
Yeah, we're part of the
yeah.
biggest.
Yeah.
Deep
and
state.
now we're so corrupt as our leaders are so corrupt. The American people are great, but our leaders have taken over and they don't even consider what the American people want.
And
They
that's,
do their own thing.
if you listen to other shows, it's true. The biggest problem to the
the
mob
world.
family,
Oh.
to the
Is
World
America.
Economic Forum and everything,
Mhm.
is America is packing.
Yes. Yes, that is
That
the biggest
is
problem.
the only thing that really has slowed down their plan
Yes.
at all. And
Mhm.
if we ever get stupid like Australia, yeah, the whole world's done for.
Yeah. hmm So,
Yes.
yeah, and the federal government, all these big corporation, Walmart, Amazon, all the big ones are associated with the federal government now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazon is just CIA,
Yeah.
FBI,
Yeah.
uh, political. They're owned and ran. They were fed just like I forget the one guy that did Oracle.
hmm
Oracle was nothing but a big CIA database,
Yeah.
system,
hmm
and it got started by funding from the CIA, and now it's a gosh golly a company, right?
Yeah. Facebook.
But doesn't do
Facebook is.
they don't do anything anymore for the CIA. Yeah, right.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
I know somebody that helped go out there. And
Oh, yeah.
help them
you
out.
do. You do.
And
know
again,
somebody.
I'll say it one more time. I also know that back in the early 1980s, I was told there was going to be a supercomputer
that knows everything
that
about
knows
you.
everything about you, a database, right? That's going to know everything you do. And I'm like, if you don't buy anything with credit cards, they got nothing back then, right?
Yeah, right.
I was like, that's
How could they
ludicrous.
know?
I just
Mhm.
buy it with cash. Well, now we won't have cash. So everything you do, there's a camera on and right here, they're watching us right now
Yeah.
do this
Mhm.
show.
Mhm.
They are amassing a database of every word we say, even in our own home. Don't
Right.
think they're not. So they already know
Everything.
I'm
Mhm.
on the list, right?
You are on the list.
I'm on the list. But it's weird that God let me, and it's freaky, these people work for like General Electric, which also was owned by RCA, which was also owned by Westinghouse. That was the deep state
Mhm.
companies doing all the military contracts, right? It was about that. It's a long story. It's really hard to talk about because I got a really good friend and everything. But somehow, because I was a friend of him, I heard somebody saying, well, that might have happened because he knew too much
Right.
and he was going to talk. Well, I'll put it at that point, and it's just weird and bizarre. I wish I could talk more about it. I wish I could talk more about it to my friend also.
Right. Mhm.
It's just too weird. I don't want to break that
Yeah.
that
and,
friendship.
I mean, he lost.
He's family to me.
Right. Uh-huh.
But
yeah.
they lean one
And
way, I lean another way.
he's big. Did you say that he's big into?
Yeah,
He's a computer programmer in the know.
he started working for another guy
Mm-hmm.
that this is
And
all too
they work.
they work on the biggest database, system that everything works on. He is in charge of setting all the standards. And
Mhm.
boy, I would love to know what the standards are. Do they have to have an open door for the, people to come in and look at it?
Mhm.
It gets so deep. I don't want to bore the people out here,
Right.
but it's just freaky.
It's freaky.
It's
and
freaky,
bizarre.
but I knew about all of this.
Back in the 90s.
And I thought it was
Yeah.
ludicrous. I blew it off. Probably like
90s.
some other
Mhm.
people that hear some stuff. They're like, you are nuts.
How are they going to be able to do that?
They can't do that. Well, they were
Yeah.
working.
Mhm.
All of this has been a goal of theirs
Mhm.
from day one, is to know everything you say and to control your money and everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
1980s.
Somebody said, so since they had the test the other day, are they tracking us now? They were already tracking us.
Yeah.
The test was just a test, I think. I
They-
think the test was just a test.
Yeah, it might just have been
It was just a
test.
test. And somebody said they wrapped their stuff
Why
in
now,
aluminum
though?
foil and put it in the microwave. Yeah.
Why are they testing
I thought
it?
about that too.
That's the question, too. It was
Mhm.
probably just a test. But why are they testing it
now? Because they want to be able to send out a message and lock us all in our homes and say it's global warming or it's a pandemic or it's something or it's this or that or anything.
It's just weird whenever God just slips you a bone early on
Yeah.
in life. The way
If the financial system goes
Listen.
down and they start rioting because nobody has their money in the
I
bank,
never thought.
they're going to start martial law.
Listen, I was so brainwashed that I thought our country is the best, and
I
they
did
would
too.
never do any. They want us to keep growing and being the best out there and
Yeah.
everything.
And we
I
were
was
taken over.
brainwashed
time.
just as bad as the last person out
Right.
there. You know, I joined the Air Force, which I still love and dearly love all our military members and everything like that. But, you know, they might, you know, all us civilians and everything are getting duped big time.
Yes.
And you're either
Normal people.
awake and you know you're being duped,
Mm-hmm.
or you're brainwashed and you think, gosh golly, this is for the best for us, you know?
Just like
One or the other.
just like Biden telling the auto workers back when he was running that he doesn't work for them. He doesn't work for
Lila
them.
says, you know, I heard October 6th something was going to go down. We might not know what went down.
We might not.
That was a big date
No.
number. And October 11th is another big date that I was told.
Yeah.
6th
Well-
to the 11th was going to be, again, there might be moves being made.
Right.
Good,
But we don't
good and
know.
bad.
That we don't even know
know.
about.
Maybe saving the bank the other day was the big move, you know?
Yeah.
Like, maybe they're going to.
Yeah, the military system is bad, but the people that serve in the military are
they're
the salt of the earth that want to actually protect America.
Yeah, they think
and then
they're
they think they're doing good.
and they
They think they're doing good.
and God said,
yeah.
you just listen to your leaders,
Mm-hmm.
and you know you'll be okay. You know, you got to listen to your kings and all that stuff, even
Mhm.
if they're doing stuff. You know, a lot of times you just got to go with the flow. It's not your fault. There'll be chaos if we didn't have law and order. So sometimes the law is bad, but you got to go with the flow. I don't know when the right time is to do
Yeah.
whatever. I don't
Yeah.
know. Who knows what's going on? I'm just saying.
What are you saying?
Again, God said you have to listen to your leadership. Now
Yes.
you might leave it up to me, and with my big mouth, to start calling out all the crap. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
God put people on this earth that He showed common sense. They
Mhm.
let them see little nuggets along the way to know, yeah, you're probably, you're right, and I'm going to bless you with the biggest common sense to see a thief or a crook or somebody doing something nefarious way before everybody else.
Right. Okay.
Right.
So, a
All
new
right,
threat could send the price of popular cooking staples soaring.
Yeah,
So
well, it's
olive
already-
oil. Well, olive
Can
oil,
somebody tell-
and they're saying that's because of global warming.
Yeah, and then there's people
There's
saying
like a
that it might
theme
not
right now.
even be olive oil. I don't even know what that's about, but people
Yeah.
are like, "Are you really?" Commercial.
Yeah.
They're trying to sell you health.
Yeah.
Are you really getting olive oil?
I don't know.
You've
Who
probably
knows?
seen the commercials.
Yeah. So, tip of the iceberg: experts sound the alarm after Trump blabs nuclear secrets at Mar-a-Lago.
Oh my goodness!
So,
All right.
I mean, it's just one thing after
Ding, ding. This
another.
didn't stick. Let's throw
Yeah.
that out there.
Mhm.
This didn't stick. Let's throw that out
Yeah.
there. This didn't stick.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, this is just like
Mm-hmm.
hearsay or from another guy that said that he heard him say or whatever. This is all hearsay. Meanwhile, you got evidence out the yin yang on the
Other
guy.
people.
Yeah, the
The guy
guy.
that's in office.
The guy that's in office, and
But you can't investigate him.
at
all. Yeah.
it's 10 times worse than what
Mhm.
he's alleged to be.
Mhm.
But it's whatever. Okay.
Okay, so Taylor Swift could beat Trump in the 2024
Oh, yeah,
election,
yeah.
according to an ex-aide
There is-
of Trump's.
No way on the planet that even the liberals would say
That
this
she must
girl
qualify.
that has just been spoon-fed since
Right.
the age of 14 or 16 or
yeah.
whatever.
hmm
Everything in her life would even know what the American people are suffering
Yeah.
from. or
Mhm.
anything.
Yeah.
And okay, you say, well, Trump too, but Trump's a businessman.
Yeah,
He
at least,
knows-
yeah, at least he knows.
He had to deal with
Business.
the mob
Yeah.
back in the day,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah,
He knows how bad they are.
right.
He might know a trick to actually bring down the mob family too. I don't know. I'm
Well,
just saying.
you have to give that Taylor Swift has been in the
Yeah.
limelight here lately.
Not to mention that the 3 years the first 3 years of Trump with all odds against him and
Yeah.
everybody against him, he still made America better. You know, things were going pretty good,
Mhm.
and until they broke out the CV.
Yeah, I
you know?
know.
And then
When they just they
brought
had
him
to
down.
bring in the big guns to get
Yeah.
him
Yeah,
to
so
get him out.
and
Yeah.
I'm thinking most people know that. They're like,
Yeah.
yeah. So you stick to singing, Taylor,
Right.
and
I know.
looking good
know.
out there in your
Yeah.
outfits,
Yeah.
you know, and we'll.
Mhm.
And I guess I don't know. There's some weird stuff with her going on with the Kelsey from the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah. Mhm.
And he's pushing the jibby
Yeah,
jab.
the double.
Double.
jibby jab, yeah.
Make
The-
sure you get the flu,
flu
and the
and
jibby
the-
jab together, man.
Yeah.
Have a party.
yeah.
It's
have
so
a
much-
party.
It's
yeah.
like riding in a balloon and stuff. I
Right.
don't know. He's like,
Mhm.
wow, that's a great idea. Like,
Uh-huh.
oh my gosh, I'm like,
Yeah.
don't-
It's craziness.
it's weird.
nuts.
I don't know. I
It's
want.
nuts, both.
I
But
don't
she
want.
isn't. You got to give it that she's been in the limelight here lately.
Yeah,
and-
it's some kind of
and,
witchcrafty
yeah,
thing
thing
going on, and
yeah,
it's just like the
yeah.
Kardashians, and they turned Bruce Jenner into a
I love you
woman.
too, Lila.
You know, if you got the power to turn Bruce Jenner into a woman, you
Mhm.
got some serious power.
Right, you do have
witchcraft
some
power.
serious.
And what else? You got who else is out there? Beyonce, and
Mhm.
Jay-Z. There's another power couple that's
Yeah,
doing their little voodoo witchcrafty, and they get the
Mhm.
they get the Super Bowl. Every year Jay-Z gets to put together and then Beyonce is working her
yeah, uh-huh. Yeah, there's a lot. The entertainment industry is just inundated with the whole evil, demonic kind of stuff.
Yeah. And Christine,
And I don't even know that the people that are actually like, I don't even know
Listen,
that Taylor
Chris-
Swift knows
I
that she is
finally
doing
read the
anything. No.
comments,
Uh-huh.
and Christine is right.
Yeah.
I mean, they figured it out. They were like, well, the government is trying to shut down the mob families, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's easy.
Yeah.
We'll just infiltrate
And
like we
because-
did the police
Mhm.
department. We'll just go, mayor, and we'll take it up to senators, and we'll take it all the way to the top.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hence why maybe a certain president named Kennedy is
Yeah.
no longer on the planet.
TJ, the homeless situation in America is beyond anybody's imagination. It is horrible, especially on the West Coast. Because a lot of people migrate out there if they're homeless because of the temperatures and the weather out there, and it's sad. It's very sad, and I don't know how to fix it at all.
I wonder how many people are like I ditched my health care because it was going through the roof, right?
Mhm.
I was like, screw it, I'll just take my chances for a while there. Now
Mhm.
I've got a government job.
Yeah.
So, well, kinda. I work
Yeah,
for the
State.
city.
The state.
I'm a janitor.
You work
okay?
for the state.
I
technically.
work for the state city, so I have health
Mhm.
insurance, right? I'm trying to beat the system here a little bit, but I just floated it because even though I could actually afford it at the time,
Mhm.
it's pissing me off.
Right.
It's like $600 a month. I'm like,
And he's never sick, so he's like,
Screw
that's- Yeah.
because I was on the phone. All right, I'm on the phone. They're like, I don't like my price. It's bull. And they're like, well, you're just gonna have to live with it, Mr. Mark. You're gonna have to pay $600. I'm like, what if I cancel? They said, well. I was like, cancel that son of a gun. I'm done with it. And I hung up the phone. And I went from 400 or 500 up to 600 down to 0 in
Yeah.
a matter of
Minutes.
a second.
A second.
And it felt so good. I was
I
like,
know.
screw them. All right.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, so go on. We have more Taylor Swift news. So
oh man.
apparently, the football player's mom met Taylor Swift, and she was not impressed with meeting Taylor Swift.
Well, yeah, it's all a setup. They're not dating. This is all just
you think it's just
it's a setup
political
to help
theater.
push the
jibby
jibby jab,
Mhm.
let alone,
And put her in the spotlight so she can run for
Boost the
president.
NFL. It's helping. For a while, the Swifties, I think they call them. See, I'm a little hip,
Uh-huh.
being a janitor.
Mhm.
The Swifties are all watching NFL, but
Yeah.
it's slacking off again. But she did boost people watching the NFL.
Yeah.
But you know what people say? Now, I think she's a good-looking woman.
Yeah,
I'm like,
she is a good
but
looking woman.
whenever she cheers, they say she looks like a horse. She's
Oh,
got
no.
like big horse
Oh.
jaws, you know,
Yeah.
whatever. But
Uh-huh.
I'm not going to go.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not going to lie.
Well,
You know, I'm a
TJ, that
guy.
must
I'm not
be-
going to lie. She's very easy on the eyes.
Your country must be doing a lot better with health care than our country then, because we pay out the yin yang for our health
Yeah, if
care.
you-
It's ridiculous.
If you don't be a good little slave and get a little, you know, work for a corporation instead of a small business,
Right.
you know, small business guy can't afford it. So then
Right.
you got to pay out of your pocket, and it's ludicrous. But if you become a good little slave and go work for a big corporation or for the government, they'll give it to you. You know,
Yeah.
they'll throw it in with part of their, but then they control you.
Right. Absolutely.
So if you have a problem like, say,
Yeah.
diabetes or something, you can't go work for a small business. You have to keep your government job so you can keep getting your
Yeah.
insulin each
Yeah.
month. So
Uh-huh.
you're locked in. You know,
Yes.
and the small
Yeah.
business guy's like, well,
I can't afford insurance.
I can't afford insurance, and they're like,
Right.
well, I can't come work for you.
Yeah.
And the small business goes
Loses
away.
out.
That's
Mhm.
by design, everybody.
Yeah,
Don't
it
get me
is.
started.
It is.
Oh.
It is. Insurance is.
I ran my own business back in the day,
Mm-hmm.
and it was okay, right?
Right.
And then I would never even think about starting a business again now. Never,
Mm-hmm.
ever.
Mm-hmm.
You can't make a dime being a small business.
All right, and so
There we
we're
are.
back. So we
Oh,
got out.
goodness.
So go out to the marina now.
All right, let's go out to the marina.
We're gonna go out to the marina. We actually filled 46 minutes with the news that we had.
Wow,
so
that flew
yeah,
by.
it
I
did.
did way too much talking.
I've been reading the comments over
I'm
here.
sorry.
But yeah,
Sometimes I start
we don't
yapping.
do well. Do you got the phone calls up?
Oh no!
In case
Hold on.
somebody
We're
wants to
getting
call.
We're on standby. We're getting the number up right now.
But health
Keep on
insurance is like the biggest problem here that I see, a big problem in America, because they just don't take care of people. And then like Obamacare, right? You can get Obamacare if you're between this amount of money and this amount of money. So if you make too much, you can't get it, and you have to pay full price. Or if you only like work part-time and you don't make enough money, they won't cover you either. And they expect the states to pick that up.
All right,
So
we're
it-
ready. We're
It really
ready for
puts you
calls.
into a spot. And then, like, say you get Obamacare, and then if for some reason, like, say your husband gets a really good job during that time, at the end of the year, they're going to charge you full price for that insurance with your health insurance.
Yeah, everybody's underneath the awnings. Nobody's coming out for the fish.
The fish, no.
That was kind of last week too. It was slow out there. But look,
Yeah, I understand, TJ. That's the one thing is America has held on to its its pew rights.
we got to.
Yeah,
we have to.
We
I
have
mean,
to, or else I think the whole world will
There's a-
suffer.
There's a couple of red lines. I'm old, you know, and I've already lived my life, and I've already had a good time. That's probably what scares the government the most is people like
Mhm.
me that are like, I got nothing. You know, it's like there's a couple last stands that I would dread going to live in jail for the rest of my life or something like that, right? Or concentration camp or
Mhm.
whatever. But man, at one point you just got to say, for the kids, for everybody else, I got to make a stand somewhere.
Right.
That's one of them. That's one of my.
Yeah.
It's in the Constitution. It says in the Second Amendment. I mean,
Well,
The
they
Second
want to get
Amendment
rid of
says-
the Constitution.
they're gonna. If they want to get rid of that, it's because they want to get rid of me having any say on what happens in this country.
Well, not even what happens in this country, just like what happens with your own life.
Yeah. Nothing's been yelling at me like, gosh golly, we're keeping the freedom here in America.
I know.
Uh-oh. Okay.
I don't know what's going
No,
on.
that's
Oh,
fine.
what was that?
No, it's all right. We're all good. This I can
Mm.
close out. It was just
Yeah.
popped up there for no reason at all. And I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah. I
I was
don't know
like-
what that was.
in a little box, I'm like,
Yeah.
what is
What is that?
Just ignore us. Is the show running off
Of
the
solo
sol-
this morning?
Okay,
No.
well, we can go into that. I should have pictures, but I'm getting.
Oh, he's getting his first free thing.
I'm getting
to
my
review.
first. I won a contest. I didn't even put out my video yet. I
Right.
just put. I'm
It on
building
Facebook.
this on Facebook,
Facebook.
and I won Redodos. They're like, we like, you showed what you were building. We like it. I'm getting a free DC socket. It's just a box that has cigarette lighters, chargers, so you clip it onto a battery.
Yes.
And whammo,
And then you have, it's kind of like makes it
just
a
makes it
jackery.
easier. Yeah, it makes it for the DC side
Right.
of having a jackery.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, great, guys. Thank you, And that they answered my question right away. All of a sudden, poof, it goes away, right?
Yeah, they didn't answer him.
They didn't answer me back. And I'm like, hey, guys, you still there?
What happened?
Like,
he thought he had been banned.
I'm like, oh, my God, this is the Mark Falloon curse, It's like,
uh-huh.
just because something goes good for me,
right?
It turns to bad, like right away. I'm like,
right.
And then the other night, they're like, oh, my gosh, we've gotten all your messages, which I was emailing them. I was instant messaging them.
And then you got kind of...
and I'm like, well, I guess I got to find another battery company, or something like that. I was like, what's going on, And I thought you were going to be it. And they're like, it was the Chinese holiday. So they were all on vacation. Like the whole lot of them went on vacation. And they have American Warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
So the American people are still sending out all the batteries on time and everything. But they weren't answering anybody because they were
on holiday.
And you're allowed to have a vacation. I understand.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, oh, yeah, we have 4th of July and all that. I'm like, hey, guys, thanks, So I'm getting my free. I hope I have it by the Pinecone Fest because I will use it. And, yeah, that was good. It's a great little I love their batteries.
And he'll do a video on it?
They do answer fast, except
if they're on holiday.
The one time out of the year that I won something.
Yes, yes.
So, good for you, Redodo.
Yeah.
Or Redodo, like I say. Redodo, don't. You can buy cheaper batteries, but I've done my research. It's a good company.
It's a good company, so
that was in the But man, I was like, I suck.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
Linda,
I win
we really...
something, and I'm like, here's my address. I'm like, what's going on? All right.
So Linda, we really like the marina. We used to do the Martini Bar for a while.
Yeah,
but then we found the marina, and you can see them feeding the fish, and
it's got kids.
And the water's really clear today.
And I might start talking about solar, which is very boring to a lot of people.
You can still watch the fish and the people and
that
what's
was
going
my
on
whole
at the
reason
marina.
with this is if we're just talking and it's a subject that nobody wants to hear.
And anybody can call in right now if they would like to talk about anything that's on your mind or any news that we missed.
Anything. Liberal, Democrat.
So next week we will be at the Pinecone Fest going live. Yeah,
I would like to hear from people that work for certain companies and stuff like that. But again, I don't want to strain my that's already strained. They don't talk to me. I mean, we never talk to anyone. You know how you have your best friend and you don't talk to him just because neither one of you are that type of person? That's always been going on in life. But we have disagreed about the jibby jab, politics, and everything, along with my sister and everything. So it's sad. It's sad that we're not just united more and everything.
It is.
But I would like to talk about something, but just can't.
There are usually pelicans. Pelicans on the dock.
Yeah, there's usually
pelicans on the dock.
Do they fly south for the?
I don't know. Do they?
They're already south.
Souther?
Souther? I don't know. No, I don't think so.
Maybe they go to Mexico.
No, they all just chill. I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know. Yeah, there's usually penguins.
Is there one sitting on?
Penguins. Stop.
Is there one
pelicans.
on the? No, that's just a tree. It looked like one was standing on that pole, but it's the tree. Oh, look at the little kiddo. See, that's what life's all about. See, I'll stand up for my rights in America for that little kiddo right there.
Did you
see? So he can still travel and have fun.
Linda Peterson has solar panels on the windows for shutters, and that's how she does her house done with electric needs.
I know.
That's cool.
I was even thinking, how people
have awnings.
Yeah, awnings too. Like we could do our south side. Just put a couple of them over our windows. That would help shade the windows so less heat's coming in.
It would be funny if there was penguins down there, right? It would be really funny.
No, that's a smart. I mean, my next step is I've got to get some kind of grid tie or something going with the panels that are just sitting not being used until the ice storm. I need to get a grid tie system. So all day long while the sun's out, we're back feeding and taking over, the lights, everything that's running in the house. It would save us a lot of money.
Yeah, TJ, I've never seen anybody push anybody in down here.
Yeah, not yet.
Not yet.
I've seen some funny stuff.
Yeah, I've seen pelicans chase people and
they
snap
kick
at them.
And
they kick at they kick
back
at the
at 'em.
pelicans.
Yeah, that's
So that makes it
sometimes
funny.
whenever I go back and rewatch our show,
Right.
I'm
catch things
I'm
that
listening, but I'm now able to
watch
concentrate.
the marina.
And some of the funniest, stuff happens, and selfies, like people
they're
posing, getting their selfies, and or the poor guy, with his girlfriend, and she's got to get that Facebook, post in there that shows them having a great time while they're on vacation in Florida. They could have just got done with the biggest fight in the world. But as long as she's telling her friends, look, my boyfriend took me to the Keys.
Right.
We're having a great time.
Right.
Meanwhile,
they're fighting.
that's just terrible.
No,
But all the
really not.
you got to make your friends jealous, right?
You do.
Right, Miss Debbie?
Yeah, that's the Facebook way.
Make
to
people
make
think.
everything that it's been that it's hunky dory.
I'm pretty.
That your life is great.
I'm pretty honest. I show my Mitsubishi beaters, and I'm a janitor.
Yeah.
People would be like, I don't want people to know I'm a janitor now. That's not very impressive.
I say we're on the witness protection plan. That's what I say.
Yeah, it's school.
Yeah, we're in the witness protection
Just
plan.
like Joe Dirt.
Yeah.
If you watch the movie Joe Dirt,
undercover.
it was Cleve or Clive or whatever. Joe Dirt's buddy, whenever he worked at the school, was a janitor, and he was on the witness protection plan. I like that. Now I had fun today. So in school, I was just throwing off the kids a little bit. So as I was passing them in the hall, I was like, good day, boys and girls. Welcome to the show. Like, subscribe, tap that notification bell. And they're looking at me like, what, Mr. Mark stuck in YouTube
mode.
mode?
Yeah.
What's going on? He's starting to lose it. I'm like, I'm practicing my intro. Kids are like, okay, Mr. Mark. All right. But they're funny. They're cocking their heads sideways like, what is wrong with Mr. I just think of something each day just to make the kids go, what is that guy's problem, man?
Yeah.
He's not.
Well, and
they
then
love
they
me,
were
though.
like,
They love me.
They were like, you have a YouTube channel? And we were like, yeah. And then they were like, how many subscribers do you have? We told them, and they were like, really?
What?
What?
You're famous. Oh,
Yeah,
I wish
no,
1,600 subscribers and only 200 people that watch are famous, but nah,
we're just normal people.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Any more
we've
corn
made
dogs?
it to the end.
I'm going to tell you one little secret because we got 3 minutes to.
Okay.
I'll tell you what. If you have Bar S brand hot dogs in your area, get the smoked sausage dogs. They're a little bit bigger. Cook them in the George Foreman for a long time until they start getting plump and, burnt, almost on the outer edge. Put them in the George. Cook them. Steam your hot dog bun. Put them on the hot dog. Then take Crystal's hot sauce. Crystal's hot sauce. Tap it down the line. That's it. Don't church it up anymore. Eat it. Thank me later. I mean, I don't know. It's to die for. I found out that Crystal's and those sausage dogs together, I'm going to have them at the Pinecone Fest, which is coming up this week. Debbie tuned.
Yes.
Yeah, she's tuned.
No, I'm not tuning you out. I'm listening.
It's the Pinecone Fest, people.
Pinecone Fest this week. So we're excited. We're leaving out of here on Thursday. We took 2 days off and headed down and we got glasses. So we got everybody. Well, we got 50 pairs, but so we got.
You did?
Yeah, we got quite a few glasses for everybody to use
how
for
much
the.
did that
Yeah,
cost
I'm
us?
not going to tell you. So that we can watch the solar eclipse.
All right, well there
that's
you
coming
go.
up
It's
next
going to
week.
be
That's
riveting.
going to be our contribution to the.
I
to the
should have
cause.
rounded them all up at whenever we watched it at the World Series. Whenever I got them free from ESPN, I should have just rounded them all up for this occasion.
Yeah. So, texting you. Probably your son.
It's a
Yeah.
attachment.
So, and the Texas OU game is on at noon, so we will be watching that. And yeah,
I love TJ.
yeah. I wish you guys were coming to our mountain home.
TJ, I should have my Heck Yeah Ranch T-shirt.
Yeah,
That would
we
be
need
good.
to make some Heck Yeah Ranch
I
T-shirts.
still need one that
And
I've
those
been
pocket
talking
t-shirts
to.
are cool. Yeah,
I'll talk down at the Pinecone Fest with
Hooch.
Hooch. Yeah,
Hmm.
I don't know. I get brain dead. I want him to make pocket T-shirts are cool with an arrow
To the pocket.
to the pocket. Pocket T-shirts are cool. I think a bunch of old, guys like us that love our pocket T-shirts would be like, "That's hilarious. I love that." And the young people will be like, "Pocket T-shirts are cool. What?
Yeah.
What is wrong with them?"
All right,
man?
we're over time, so we
with
should get out
Heck
of
Yeah
here.
Ranch on the back.
Yeah.
That would
Oh,
be.
that would be good. That
That's
would
what
be
I'm
good.
talking
I
about.
like that.
Oh.
We'll get on that sometime. So anyway, let's get going
All right.
because we're over time.
All
So
right.
anyway, thank you guys for joining us this morning. Until next time, remember, do your own research and for sure be prepared.
Be prepared. Like I say, the craziest stuff that has ever happened is going to happen leading up to this election. We're not even close yet. It's going to get nuts balls out there, people. It's going to get crazy. Strap in. Enjoy the ride. Ready?
Mhm.
Oh, there's only one steering wheel.
All right.